Hello everyone. Today we embark on a fascinating journey through time, uncovering the forgotten past of lions in the Iberian Peninsula and envisioning their possible future. The return of lions to the Iberian Peninsula is more than just an idea. It's a movement to restore nature's balance, revive lost ecosystems, and reintroduce one of the most iconic predators to its ancestral lands. We'll explore the history of lions in Europe, their extinction, and why bringing them back could be a game-changer for conservation. How would lions interact with Iberian wildlife? Where could they thrive? And most importantly, can humans and lions coexist in harmony? Join us as we dive into the past, present, and future of these magnificent big cats. Let's begin. Lions have had a significant presence in the Iberian Peninsula throughout history, with various subspecies such as the Eurasian cave lion, Barbary lion, and Asiatic lion once inhabiting the region. Here's a brief history of their presence and eventual extinction in the Iberian Peninsula. Eurasian cave lion, Panthera spelaea. The Eurasian cave lion, a now extinct species, roamed much of Europe, including the Iberian Peninsula during the late Pleistocene, approximately 400,000 to 10,000 years ago. These lions lived in caves and open landscapes, and their habitat spanned from Western Europe to Siberia. The exact causes of their extinction are not fully understood, but it is believed that a combination of factors contributed. These include climatic changes at the end of the last ice age, which affected their habitat and prey availability, as well as overhunting by humans. The decline of large herbivores, which were their primary food sources, may have also played a role. By about 10,000 years ago, cave lions disappeared from the Iberian Peninsula and other parts of Europe, coinciding with the extinction of many megafauna species at the end of the Pleistocene. Barbary lion, Panthera leo. The Barbary lion, a subspecies of the African lion, once ranged across North Africa, but it also had a presence in the Iberian Peninsula during historical times. It is believed that Barbary lions may have made their way into the Iberian Peninsula either through migration or during periods of climatic changes. Some records suggest that Barbary lions may have roamed the southern regions of Iberia, such as Andalusia, in antiquity, although its primary range was further south. Barbary lions were declared extinct in the wild in the early 20th century, but their decline in the Iberian Peninsula likely occurred much earlier, possibly around 1,000 to 2,000 years ago, when hunting pressures and habitat loss contributed to their disappearance. It is believed that the last wild Barbary lions in Iberia were likely gone by the Middle Ages. Barbary lions were known for their larger size compared to most other lion subspecies and their distinct mane. They were a symbol of power and strength in North Africa and were historically kept in royal menageries. Asiatic lion, Panthera leo. The Asiatic lion once inhabited the broader region, including the Middle East and parts of Europe, including the Iberian Peninsula, during the Pleistocene. This subspecies, like the Barbary lion, was much more widespread in ancient times. As the climate warmed and the ecosystem evolved, the Asiatic lion's range in Europe began to retract. Habitat loss, coupled with increasing human settlement and hunting pressures, led to their disappearance in Iberia by around 1,000 years ago. Today, the dream of lions returning to Iberia is being kept alive by dedicated conservationists and organizations. While still in its nascent stage, the movement to rewild lions in the region is gaining traction, fueled by a growing awareness of the ecological and cultural benefits such an endeavor could bring. Organizations like Rewilding Europe, known for its ambitious projects across the continent, are exploring the feasibility of reintroducing lions to the Iberian Peninsula. Their efforts involve identifying suitable habitats, assessing prey availability, and engaging with local communities to ensure support and address concerns. The process is meticulous, involving scientific research, stakeholder collaboration, and long-term planning to maximize the chances of success. Rewilding lions in the Iberian Peninsula is an intriguing idea that connects with ecological restoration, conservation, and the cultural and historical significance of these majestic animals in the region. Why the Iberian Peninsula needs lions back? Lions, as apex predators, play a critical role in maintaining ecological balance. They help regulate populations of herbivores, which in turn prevents overgrazing and supports the growth of vegetation. In regions like the Iberian Peninsula, reintroducing lions could help stabilize ecosystems, promoting biodiversity. With the absence of large predators like lions, herbivore populations can become unbalanced, leading to negative impacts on vegetation and other wildlife. The return of lions could help restore these natural processes. Cultural and historical significance. Lions have a historical and cultural connection to the Iberian Peninsula, especially in ancient times. Bringing lions back could help reconnect the region with its natural heritage, restoring a piece of its past. Lions were once considered a symbol of strength and power in various cultures in the Mediterranean and Europe. The reintroduction of such iconic animals could bring a boost to ecotourism and increase global awareness about the importance of wildlife conservation. Conservation value. Rewilding lions in the Iberian Peninsula could help preserve their genetic diversity, especially if done with care in collaboration with breeding programs and wildlife experts. In the case of subspecies like the Barbary lion or Asiatic lion, rewilding in the Iberian Peninsula might offer valuable genetic conservation opportunities, especially if these subspecies are critically endangered. Which subspecies of lion to rewild? The choice of which lion subspecies to rewild in the Iberian Peninsula depends on multiple factors, including ecological fit, genetic purity, and historical considerations. The Barbary lion is the closest subspecies to the lions historically found in the Iberian Peninsula. It once roamed parts of North Africa, including areas near the Mediterranean coast, and was known to have a presence in parts of southern Iberia, particularly during the ancient and medieval periods. Rewilding Barbary lions in Iberia could be seen as a restoration of a historic species to the region, aligning with ecological and cultural heritage. These lions were larger, with distinctive manes and a unique genetic lineage. The Barbary lion is considered extinct in the wild, but there are captive populations in zoos and private collections which could be used for rewilding projects if done carefully with genetic management. Barbary lions have been bred in captivity, which means they might not possess the same survival instincts as their wild ancestors. There are also concerns over genetic purity due to hybridization with other lion subspecies. Asiatic lions were once found across a broad region from the Middle East to parts of the Mediterranean, including the Iberian Peninsula. While there is less concrete evidence of them directly inhabiting Iberia, their broader historical range suggests they could have been present. Asiatic lions are smaller than Barbary lions and have a different ecological role, often living in more forested and rugged environments. Their rewilding in Iberia could help diversify the lion population and provide genetic diversity, but they might require different habitats than those traditionally used by Barbary lions. Asiatic lions are endangered and are currently found only in the Gir forest in India. Reintroducing them to Iberia would require careful planning and a large protected area. African lions are the most widely known and studied subspecies of lions. However, they were not native to the Iberian Peninsula during ancient times. Introducing African lions would be a more modern solution, but could potentially pose ecological risks, as their behaviors, diet, and adaptations are different from those of the historical Iberian lions. While African lions are a powerful species, and their reintroduction could benefit the ecosystem in terms of controlling herbivore populations, they are not directly related to the historical lions of the Iberian Peninsula, which may raise concerns for historical accuracy and ecological compatibility. African lions are listed as vulnerable, with their population numbers declining due to human-wildlife conflict, poaching, and habitat loss. There are conservation efforts to protect them in Africa, but their introduction outside of their native range is a controversial idea. Hybrid lions are the result of crossbreeding between different lion subspecies, such as Barbary and African lions. While hybrids may inherit desirable traits from both subspecies, they do not have the historical or ecological significance of the pure subspecies. Rewilding hybrids would likely be seen as less desirable from a conservation and historical perspective. While hybrid lions may be physically stronger and more resilient, they could lack the distinct ecological roles of the pure subspecies and contribute less to the restoration of authentic ecosystems. Hybrid lions do not have a specific conservation status and are not considered a priority for rewilding efforts. Hybrids may have reduced fitness in the wild compared to purebred lions due to genetic dilution, and their role in the ecosystem may be harder to define. The best choice for rewilding in Iberia is the Barbary lion and Asiatic lion are the most suitable candidates for rewilding in the Iberian Peninsula due to their historical presence, genetic purity concerns, and ecological compatibility with the region. The Barbary lion would be the most appropriate choice for rewilding in the Iberian Peninsula, as it is the subspecies with the closest historical connection to the region. Its reintroduction would restore both an ecological and cultural legacy. And while there are challenges with maintaining genetic purity, there are some captive Barbary lion populations that could be considered for rewilding. Reintroducing the Barbary lion could help restore a key part of the Iberian ecosystem, especially by controlling herbivore populations and maintaining biodiversity. Asiatic lions could be considered for their conservation value and potential adaptability to Iberian forests and semi-arid landscapes, though their limited genetic diversity would need to be addressed through careful management. Overall, rewilding lions in Iberia could play a key role in restoring ecological balance, fostering biodiversity, and reconnecting modern Spain and Portugal to their ancient natural heritage. Rewilding lions in the Iberian Peninsula is not just an ecological endeavor, but a social one as well. The presence of these large carnivores would necessitate a shift in human behavior and land management practices. Coexistence with lions would require addressing concerns about livestock depredation, human safety, and the potential impact on rural livelihoods. However, the return of lions could also bring significant social and cultural benefits. The presence of these charismatic animals could attract ecotourism, creating economic opportunities for local communities and fostering a deeper appreciation for nature conservation. Moreover, rewilding lions could reignite a sense of wonder and connection to the wild, enriching the cultural fabric of the Iberian Peninsula. Living harmoniously with lions in the Iberian Peninsula would require careful planning, effective management, and a deep commitment to conservation and coexistence. Establishing safe, well-monitored habitats. Lions would need to be introduced into large protected areas where both their natural behavior and human activities are carefully managed. These areas should have a mix of open spaces for hunting, forested areas for shelter, and enough prey populations to sustain the lions. Designating specific wildlife zones where lions can roam freely while keeping human settlements and activities outside of these zones can reduce human-lion interactions. Buffer zones could be created between these zones to limit conflicts. Community engagement and education. Teaching local communities about the importance of lions in ecosystems is essential for fostering a sense of respect and understanding. By explaining their role in controlling prey populations and maintaining healthy ecosystems, people may see lions as valuable members of the environment. Promoting the idea of lions as part of the natural heritage of the Iberian Peninsula can strengthen the region's identity and inspire pride in the species' return. Art, festivals, and educational programs could celebrate the lion's reintroduction. Many people may fear lions or see them as a threat. Education on the behavior of lions and the safety measures in place can help reduce these fears. Economic incentives for coexistence, ecotourism. The rewilding of lions could become a significant tourism draw. By creating ecotourism programs where people can visit these natural areas safely and observe the lions from a distance, local communities can benefit financially. This provides an incentive to protect lions rather than view them as a threat. Financial support incentives could be provided to farmers and ranchers for livestock protection programs and assistance with fencing or guard animals like dogs. This financial support could encourage people to live alongside lions without suffering losses from predation. Developing livestock protection programs. Reintroducing livestock guardian dogs, such as Anatolian shepherds or Central Asian shepherd dogs, can help protect livestock from predators, including lions. These dogs can be trained to work in conjunction with lions, ensuring that livestock is kept safe while lions are free to hunt wild prey. Strategically placing fences and using mobile fencing can help keep lions out of farming areas or areas where livestock is concentrated. Keeping livestock in secure enclosures at night can prevent attacks on vulnerable animals. A compensation program can be established to reimburse farmers for any livestock lost to lions, as has been done in other areas of rewilding around the world. This would reduce economic losses and encourage farmers to tolerate lions' presence. Coexistence technologies and monitoring systems. By placing GPS collars on reintroduced lions, wildlife managers can track their movements in real time. This allows for early warning systems to alert local communities and farmers about lions' presence near human settlements or livestock. The development of mobile apps that can notify farmers and residents of lion movements or warnings can improve safety. These apps can also provide information about lion behavior, ensuring that people are informed and prepared. Human-lion conflict mitigation. Understanding lion behavior through studies and observation can help predict their movements and reduce encounters with humans. Since lions generally avoid human settlements, minimizing such conflicts requires ensuring they have access to ample prey in their designated zones. Creating wildlife corridors and underpasses beneath roads can help lions safely move from one area to another without coming into contact with humans or traffic, which can be dangerous for both the animals and people. Local livelihoods and traditional practices. Promoting sustainable agricultural practices and ensuring that human activities like farming and forestry are conducted in ways that are compatible with wildlife conservation can help reduce potential conflicts. Encouraging agroforestry systems can provide space for both human activities and wildlife. Many rural communities in the Iberian Peninsula may have traditional knowledge of working with wildlife and managing land. Integrating these practices with modern conservation techniques can promote cooperation and foster a deeper connection between humans and the land. Lion release and gradual introduction. Lions should be gradually introduced into the rewilded areas through a soft release program, where they are acclimatized to the environment and monitored intensively. This ensures that both lions and humans can adjust to each other's presence without causing too much disruption. Starting with a small, carefully managed lion population allows time to assess the species' impact on the ecosystem and human activities. Over time, the population can grow and people can adjust to living alongside them. Strengthening legal protections. Rewilding lions would require strengthening legal protections for both the lions and their habitats. This would involve designating the rewilded areas as national parks or wildlife reserves, where any development is carefully controlled and managed to prioritize wildlife conservation. Establishing a robust system of wildlife law enforcement would help prevent poaching, illegal hunting, and other human activities that could harm the lions or their habitat. Ensuring that people respect and comply with conservation regulations is vital for the success of rewilding programs. Monitoring and research. Ongoing research and monitoring would be critical to understanding how lions adapt to their new environment. By tracking lion behavior, their interactions with local wildlife, and their impact on the ecosystem, conservationists can adapt management strategies to ensure long-term success. Working with experts in wildlife behavior, veterinary care, and conservation science would ensure that the rewilding process is as successful as possible. Regular assessments can help address any emerging challenges promptly. Coexistence between humans and lions in the Iberian Peninsula can be achieved with a multifaceted approach, focusing on education, technological solutions, and community-based conservation efforts. By promoting sustainable farming, ecotourism, and livestock protection, the region can create an environment where both humans and lions thrive together. Cooperation between local communities, government, conservationists, and wildlife experts is crucial for ensuring that lions can once again roam the Iberian Peninsula without fear of conflict, contributing to the overall ecological balance. Rewilding lions in the Iberian Peninsula would require identifying regions that could support these apex predators, while ensuring the balance of local ecosystems. Lions require diverse habitats, including grasslands, savannas, and forested areas, with sufficient prey availability. These environments would support the lion's hunting and territorial behavior. The presence of large herbivores like deer, wild boar, and potentially even the Iberian ibex would be necessary to sustain a healthy lion population. Reintroducing lions to regions with minimal human population density would reduce the risks of conflict. The selected area should also have the capacity for wildlife management strategies, such as protected areas or reserves. Donana National Park, Andalusia. This park is one of Spain's most important natural areas, located in southern Andalusia. It has a mix of wetlands, forests, and sand dunes, which could provide a suitable habitat for lions. The region is known for its rich biodiversity and could support large herbivores such as wild boar, feral horses, feral camels, feral cattle, red deer, and roe deer. Dañana's semi-arid climate and natural landscape are relatively close to the habitats once occupied by the Barbary lion in the Iberian Peninsula. The park is already a protected area with established conservation efforts, though additional measures would be needed to ensure human-lion coexistence. Established wildlife corridors in the park is part of an important ecological corridor, making it easier for lions to disperse without encountering human settlements or major barriers. The Sierra de Andújar, central Andalusia, Spain, is a protected area with diverse habitats. The Sierra de Andújar is a mountainous region with dense forests and scrublands, providing suitable habitats for large predators. It already hosts deer, wild boar, feral horses, feral cattle, and Iberian wolves, meaning lions would face competition with other carnivores, but would not be out of place in the ecosystem. While it's a rural area, it has fewer human settlements compared to more urbanized regions, reducing the potential for conflict. Alentejo is a large lowland region of forests, grasslands, and wetlands, providing a diverse habitat suitable for lions. The region hosts a wide range of prey, including wild boar, roe deer, red deer, feral horses, and feral cattle, making it an ideal location for lions to thrive. There is minimal human settlement, which reduces the chances of conflict with local communities. Cazorla Segura y Las Villas Natural Park. Located in southern Spain, this park is part of the largest protected area in Spain and boasts diverse landscapes, from mountains to forests and meadows. The park is home to various herbivores, including red deer, wild boar, and the Iberian wild goat, which could support lions. The mountainous and forested terrain is suitable for Asiatic lions, which tend to thrive in more densely vegetated areas. The park is remote, which could help mitigate human-lion conflict, but some infrastructure for ecotourism and monitoring would need to be developed. Sierra de Aracena and Picos de Aroch Natural Park in Andalusia. This park is part of the southwestern Iberian Peninsula and includes forested areas with large herbivore populations, including wild boar and red deer. It's located in a mountainous region that can provide the lions with suitable habitats. The forested areas combined with open meadows make it a good location for Asiatic lions, which are more adapted to forested environments. The region is also far from major urban areas, decreasing the likelihood of human-lion conflict. Picos de Europa National Park, northern Spain. Situated in northern Spain, Picos de Europa is one of the most ecologically rich areas in Europe, offering a variety of habitats ranging from dense forests to alpine meadows. The region has a healthy population of wild boar, deer, and other large herbivores that lions would prey upon. The rugged mountainous terrain and diverse habitats could support the rewilding of both Barbary and Asiatic lions, especially as these lions were historically present in areas with a mix of forest and open land. The park's relatively low human density would also reduce the risk of conflict. The Pyrenees, located along the northern border of Spain and France, are mountainous and sparsely populated. While the ecosystem here is colder and less typical of the Mediterranean environments that lions prefer, the area has wild herbivores and a history of large carnivores like wolves. The Pyrenees could be a more challenging environment for lions due to the harsher winters, but with careful management, it could provide a suitable environment for both Barbary and Asiatic lions rewilding. Its distance from human settlements helps mitigate potential conflicts. Sierra de Gredos is a mountain range in central Spain, part of the Central System. The area features a mix of steep slopes, forests, and alpine meadows, offering an ideal environment for large carnivores. It's home to wild goats, deer, and boars, which could serve as prey for reintroduced lions. The rugged and mountainous terrain is well suited for Asiatic lions, which are accustomed to such environments. The park has relatively low human population density, making it easier to minimize human-wildlife conflicts. The diverse habitats offer both dense cover and open spaces for hunting. Alto Tajo Natural Park, Castilla-La Mancha. This natural park is situated in central Spain, featuring steep gorges, rivers, forests, and semi-arid landscapes. The park supports a variety of wildlife, including red deer, wild boar, and roe deer, providing a solid prey base for lions. The park's combination of forested areas and open land would be ideal for both Barbary and Asiatic lions. Its geographical isolation reduces the potential for human conflict, and its large prey base could sustain a lion population. Sierra de las Nieves Natural Park. This natural park is located in the mountainous region of the Sierra de las Nieves in southern Spain. It features rugged terrain with a mix of Mediterranean forests, meadows and cliffs. The park is home to a variety of wildlife, including the Spanish ibex, wild boar and red deer. The park's varied landscape offers the perfect conditions for both Barbary and Asiatic lions. The wild boar and deer populations could provide ample prey, and the region's climate and geography are similar to the areas where Barbary lions once thrived. Bardenas Reales, Navarre. The Bardenas Reales is a semi-desert natural region in the southeastern part of Navarre, Spain. While it may not seem an obvious choice, its open plains and unique terrain could offer an intriguing habitat for rewilding. The area has populations of wild boar and small deer species, though larger herbivores like red deer would need to be reintroduced to support a sustainable lion population. The open semi-arid environment may suit the Barbary lion, which historically lived in similar Mediterranean climates. However, it would require careful prey management to ensure sufficient food for the lions. Key considerations for rewilding lions. Lions need a stable population of prey, including large herbivores like wild boar, deer and goats. Careful assessment of the local herbivore population is essential before reintroducing lions. Reintroducing lions to areas with dense human populations would be difficult due to potential conflicts. The regions selected should be remote or feature wildlife corridors to avoid human-lion conflicts, especially concerning livestock. Active monitoring programs and ecotourism initiatives would be essential to ensure the successful adaptation of lions to their new habitats. A balance between rewilding and local community involvement is crucial. The most suitable areas for rewilding lions in the Iberian Peninsula are Doñana National Park, Cazorla Segura y las Villas Natural Park, and the Sierra de Aracena and Picos de Aroche Natural Park. These locations offer a combination of large herbivore populations, natural habitats, and remote areas with low human density. Doñana stands out due to its historical significance, rich biodiversity, and existing conservation efforts. It could serve as a strong starting point for a rewilding program focused on Barbary lions, which historically inhabited southern Iberia. However, other regions like Cazorla and the Pyrenees could also be suitable for Asiatic lions due to the more forested terrain that aligns with their ecological preferences. The Iberian Peninsula could support 500 to 1,000 lions in the long term, depending on habitat availability, prey populations, and human-wildlife conflict management. Large protected areas like Doñana National Park, Monfragüe National Park, and the Cantabrian Mountains could sustain stable lion populations with additional buffer zones allowing for expansion. Effective conservation strategies and careful reintroduction would be key to maintaining a healthy, self-sustaining population. Can lions migrate from the Iberian Peninsula to France and Italy? The answer is yes. Lions could potentially migrate from the Iberian Peninsula to France and Italy, but it would depend on factors like habitat connectivity, prey availability, and human presence. Lions could move northeast through the Pyrenees into southern France, following river valleys and forests where prey like deer and wild boar are abundant. Migration would be more challenging due to the Alps acting as a barrier, but lions could spread via the French Riviera into northern Italy, especially if rewilded corridors exist. For successful migration, wildlife corridors and protected areas would be essential to support natural lion movement. How many lions could live in France and Italy? In France, around 500 to 1,500 lions can live in the wild, mainly in large, wild areas like the Massif Central, Provence, and parts of the Alps, if prey and habitat conditions allow. In Italy, around 300 to 1,000 lions can live in the wild, mostly in regions like Tuscany, the Apennine Mountains, and Sicily, if reintroduced there. 800 to 2,500 lions can live in the wild in the total France and Italy, depending on available space, prey, and human-wildlife coexistence measures. Rewilding lions in the Iberian Peninsula will involve managing complex interactions with existing wildlife, as well as with species that could be reintroduced in the future. Each species in this ecosystem will play a vital role in shaping the dynamic between predators, prey, and the overall balance. Lions would likely prey on red deer, fallow deer, and roe deer, which are abundant in the Iberian Peninsula. Deer populations might decline slightly due to predation, but this could help regulate their numbers and prevent overgrazing of vegetation. Predation by lions would promote healthy, more robust deer populations by removing weaker individuals and preventing overpopulation, leading to better forest and meadow health. Lions would likely prey on wild boar, especially during the boar's younger, less defensive stages. Wild boars are known to be aggressive and can be tough opponents, but lions' hunting strategies would still make them a significant predator. Lion predation could help control wild boar numbers, preventing overgrazing and destruction of crops, which can benefit local farmers and reduce human-wildlife conflict. Lions may target young or weaker individuals from both feral horses and Przewalski's horses, though adult horses may be too difficult to catch. Wild horses can be fast and strong, providing a more challenging target for lions. Lions would play a role in controlling horse populations, particularly in areas where grazing pressure could affect plant regeneration. This would also prevent overgrazing of native plant species, contributing to healthier vegetation. Lions may prey on young or weaker wild cattle. Adult cattle are large and powerful, making them difficult for lions to target. Lions could help regulate wild cattle populations, which in some areas may grow too large and threaten the environment through overgrazing. However, as cattle can be tough to hunt, lions would likely focus on other prey more often. Lions might target young bison, but full-grown European bison are formidable animals, and lions would generally avoid them unless there is an opportunity like sick, injured, or young bison. Bison would play a vital role in grazing and shaping the landscape, but lion predation would likely be limited due to the bison's strength. The presence of lions could help prevent bison populations from growing too large and overgrazing, maintaining a balanced ecosystem. Like wild cattle, water buffalo are large and can be dangerous, so lions may only target younger or weaker individuals. Lions' presence would help manage water buffalo numbers, preventing them from overgrazing wetland areas, but lions would likely have limited success in hunting full-grown buffalo. Lions could prey on Iberian ibex, particularly the young, sick, or weak individuals. These mountain goats are agile and difficult to catch, but lions' strategic hunting tactics could enable successful predation. Lions' predation would likely help maintain healthy ibex populations by culling weaker individuals, ensuring genetic strength and stability. Lions could prey on Iberian mouflon, wild sheep, which would be more vulnerable to lions due to their smaller size compared to other herbivores. Lions could keep mouflon populations in check, ensuring a balance in vegetation and preventing overgrazing in certain areas. Pyrenean chamois, a species of mountain goat, would be a challenging prey item for lions due to their agility and difficult terrain. However, younger chamois could still fall prey to lions. Lions' presence would help maintain a healthy chamois population by ensuring that the weakest individuals are removed from the herd, leading to stronger and healthier populations. If saiga antelope were reintroduced, they would likely be prey for lions, particularly younger individuals or those that are sick or injured. Lions would regulate saiga populations, preventing overgrazing and promoting healthier ecosystems by removing weak or unhealthy individuals from the gene pool. Wild ass populations would likely be preyed upon by lions, particularly the young and weak individuals. Lions might also target them in herds, as they could be more vulnerable when separated from the group. Lions would help manage wild ass populations, ensuring a more balanced ecosystem and preventing these herbivores from overgrazing their habitats. While lions might not typically hunt large elephants, young or injured Asian elephants could potentially fall prey to a coordinated lion pride. However, elephants are much larger than typical lion prey, so such interactions would be rare. Lions' presence could indirectly benefit elephants by helping control other species like smaller herbivores that may compete for resources. Their reintroduction would bring ecological balance, especially in relation to plant life. Lions would avoid adult rhinos due to their size and formidable defenses. However, like elephants, young or sick rhinos might be vulnerable to lion attacks. Lions would likely not have a significant effect on rhino populations, but could contribute to ecosystem balance by preying on other herbivores that compete with rhinos for resources. Lions might interact with young hippos if they are near water sources, but adult hippos are too large and dangerous for lions to target. While lions might not significantly impact hippos, their presence could help balance other species that share similar habitats like grazing herbivores. Lions are unlikely to prey on European beavers since beavers spend most of their time in water and are nocturnal. Lions typically avoid deep water and focus on larger, more accessible prey. The presence of lions could indirectly benefit beavers by regulating herbivore populations like deer and wild boar, which in turn reduces overgrazing of vegetation that beavers rely on for dam building. However, if lions disrupt prey patterns, some species may forage near water sources more frequently, leading to occasional disturbances in beaver habitats. Like beavers, European otters are aquatic and not typical lion prey. Lions might rarely scavenge otter carcasses, but wouldn't actively hunt them. If lions alter the behavior of wild boar and deer, it could reduce competition for fish and amphibians that otters feed on. This might improve otter populations indirectly. However, lions frequenting rivers or lakes could sometimes disturb otters' habitats. Small mammals are an essential food source for many carnivores. Lions, as apex predators, typically target larger herbivores but could occasionally take small mammals. Lions would likely not target small mammals as their primary prey, but predation pressure might increase on smaller animals due to wild boar or deer population declines. Small mammals may benefit from fewer larger predators in the long term. Various bird species, especially scavengers like vultures, would interact with lions in the form of competition for carrion. Lions might leave large amounts of carcass remains, providing food for birds. Scavenger birds, vultures, crows, would likely thrive due to lions' presence, as lions would provide additional sources of carrion. Small birds, such as songbirds, would likely have no direct interaction with lions, but their nests and territories could be disturbed in areas where lions are active. The introduction of lions into the Iberian Peninsula would create a fascinating dynamic with other carnivorous species, both native and potential future rewilding candidates. Iberian wolves are apex predators in the region, but lions would likely be dominant in the food chain. Wolves typically hunt in packs and target deer, wild boar, and other herbivores. While wolves generally avoid larger predators like lions, there may be competition for prey such as wild boar and red deer. Lions might intimidate wolves or drive them off carcasses. However, wolves could still scavenge from lion kills. Wolves may shift their hunting strategies to target smaller or more elusive prey, reducing their impact on larger herbivores. In some cases, wolves could benefit from lions' presence by scavenging, which would increase their food supply. Feral dogs could be problematic for lions, as they tend to form packs and may compete for prey. Dogs might also harass lions or scavenge from lion kills. Feral dogs could pose a threat to lion cubs, as they are more likely to attack younger or weaker lions. However, lions, as apex predators, would likely defend their territory and cubs, leading to occasional conflict. If feral dog populations were reduced through the presence of lions, it could improve conditions for native wildlife. Lions' dominance could also prevent overpopulation of feral dogs, allowing smaller native carnivores to thrive. Golden jackals are smaller predators and would likely avoid direct confrontation with lions, especially given the lion's larger size and social structure. While jackals may scavenge from lion kills, they would mostly focus on smaller prey like rodents and small ungulates. Jackals could benefit indirectly from lions by accessing leftover carcasses and reducing competition for smaller prey. However, lions' dominance could push jackals to hunt more opportunistically in less crowded areas. Red foxes are much smaller than lions and would generally avoid lions. They might scavenge from lion kills, but they wouldn't pose any direct threat to lions. Foxes are opportunistic feeders, and their diet largely consists of small mammals, birds, and fruit. Lions would have minimal competition with foxes, as they hunt larger prey. Foxes may thrive indirectly due to reduced large predator competition for smaller prey and increased access to carcasses. Iberian brown bears are omnivorous apex predators that feed on a variety of foods, including fruit, plants, and animal carcasses. While they are less likely to actively hunt lion cubs, there may be occasional competition for prey. Lions and bears could clash over territory or kills, especially during scavenging opportunities. However, their interactions would likely be limited due to differing diets and habitats. bear populations could stabilize due to lions reducing deer or wild boar populations, and bears could scavenge from lion kills, benefiting from lions' presence in the ecosystem. Wildcats, as small predators, would avoid lions. They would not directly compete for prey as lions hunt larger herbivores. Wildcats may thrive in areas where lions control larger herbivore populations, benefiting from more abundant small prey. They could also scavenge from lion kills if food is scarce. The Iberian lynx is a smaller carnivore and would likely avoid direct interaction with lions, except perhaps for competition over scavenged carcasses. Lions would not directly compete with lynxes for prey, as lynxes typically hunt small mammals and birds. However, lions might affect lynx populations by reducing populations of larger herbivores, which could indirectly impact the availability of prey for lynxes. The lynx could benefit by scavenging from lion kills and having reduced competition with other predators, but habitat overlap with lions might lead to fewer lynx in areas with high lion populations. Persian leopards, also known as Caucasian leopards, would compete with lions for large prey, especially wild boar, deer, and other mammals. While leopards are more solitary than lions, their presence could lead to territorial disputes. Leopards might struggle to coexist with lions, as lions tend to dominate other large predators. However, if leopards are reintroduced to the Iberian Peninsula, they might coexist in areas of low lion density or in less overlapping territories. If both species can coexist, lions and leopards could play complementary roles, with leopards focusing more on smaller prey and scavenging from lion kills. Spotted hyenas are known for their pack behavior and could compete with lions for territory and food. In Africa, lions and hyenas are often in conflict, and this dynamic could play out similarly in the Iberian Peninsula. There would likely be competition for large prey like wild boar and deer, and hyenas may steal from lions' kills or challenge lions for dominance over carcasses. The presence of hyenas could limit the food available to lions in certain areas. However, hyenas could also benefit from lions by scavenging and reducing the number of smaller predators, leading to more prey for both species. Section 8. Lessons from other lands. Fortunately, we can draw upon the experiences and lessons learned from other successful rewilding projects around the world. The reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone National Park in the United States serves as a compelling example of how rewilding can restore ecological balance and generate economic benefits through ecotourism. The return of wolves has had a cascading effect on the park's ecosystem, leading to greater biodiversity and improved overall health. Similarly, the reintroduction of cheetahs to Liwonde National Park in Malawi demonstrates the importance of community engagement and support. By involving local communities in the rewilding process, addressing their concerns and providing economic incentives, the project has fostered a sense of ownership and responsibility for cheetah conservation. These examples highlight the significance of a holistic approach, considering ecological, social, and economic factors for successful rewilding. The prospect of lions once again roaming the Iberian Peninsula is a testament to the power of rewilding and the growing recognition of our responsibility to restore what we have lost. While challenges undoubtedly lie ahead, the potential ecological, social, and economic benefits make this a goal worth striving for. The journey towards rewilding lions in Iberia will require collaboration, innovation, and unwavering dedication. By learning from past successes, addressing challenges head-on, and fostering a shared vision, we can create a future where lions and humans coexist, enriching the natural heritage of the Iberian Peninsula for generations to come. The return of the king is not just a dream, but a tangible possibility, one that holds the promise of a wilder, more biodiverse, and ultimately more enriching future for all. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the wild heart of the Iberian Peninsula. The roar of the lion once echoed through the Iberian Peninsula, shaping the land and its wild inhabitants. Now the time has come to restore balance, to reawaken the lost king of Europe. By reintroducing lions, we can revive ancient ecosystems, restore harmony between predator and prey, and bring back the wild landscapes that once thrived. Rewilding isn't just about conservation, it's about reconnecting with nature, rebuilding lost heritage, and securing a future where humans and wildlife coexist in harmony. The king is ready to return. Are we ready to welcome him home? Subscribe for more on rewilding and conservation. Like, share and join the conversation. Should lions roam the Iberian wilds once again? If you liked the video and want to support the channel, you can use the super thanks down here. It really helps me continue creating content for you. And thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Rewilding Asian elephants in Central Asia and West Asia and Caucasus.